Hey there. Happy Mercury Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. I appreciate anyone who stops by, anybody who watches, anyone who supports. I really appreciate you. Everything you need to know is in the description box of this video for you to see. My email, my Linktree, my social media, the information to book a reading with me, my Venmo, my Cashapp if you would like to donate or tip, which is very much appreciated and is helpful. Everything you need to know is in the description box of this video for you to see. For this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading, I will be channeling with the spirit guides who are supporting the collective highest good and the highest good. And if you hear any extra sounds during this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is lifing, and I will handle it if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and is helpful. And let's get into this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. I think my nose looks like the Sphinx nose. This is random. I was thinking that to myself. I always think that to myself. But I think my nose looks like the nose of the Sphinx, even though it's not there anymore. I don't know why. I think my nose looks like the nose of the Sphinx. Wait, it's like that, and then it's like that. My whole family has this type of nose too. That was random. Sorry. Oh my God, that's so freaking interesting. You guys want a stable, happy family, marriage. This could be about a marriage, but you guys want a stable, happy, healthy marriage and family. And again, this could be about a marriage. If something is ending right now in terms of a marriage or a relationship, most likely a marriage, I feel like it's because you want a healthy, happy family marriage. Yeah, and I feel like that was a realization for you. So, okay, sorry. It's crazy. Just repeating the title. Okay. Yep. Some of y'all just want better. You guys y'all just want better. You want someone with emotional intelligence. You just want like an actual love, like an actual loving family and marriage. And I don't know what happened or anything like that because they're not really telling me like that. But it says a healthy foundation, happy family, um, happy relationship, marriage. But then it says Ten of Swords. I feel like this is what you guys want. This is something that you guys want, and possibly there has been an end and all that stuff. Possibly like a divorce or a breakup or whatnot. There was some type of abrupt end, like the title says, because you want to have, you don't want toxicity, you don't want struggle, you don't want conflict. You want the Ten of Pentacles and Two of Cups. You want a commitment, possibly as well, or something about healthy commitment, genuine. And you guys are gonna go for it. What is going on here? Okay, hold on. Let me finish this first. Duh. I'm gonna pull out another one. Even though that one came out, I'm gonna leave it, but I'm gonna pull out another one. All right, and then I'm gonna pull some runes after. So, okay, for this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading, the topic is Abrupt End to Toxicity, Struggle, Conflict. The two cards that came out are the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of both of those cards, you got the Hierophant card. Um, Top of the deck, you're watching this right now, you've got the Ten of Swords card. To clarify, the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you got the Six of Rods, which is the Six of Wands. You've got the King of Cups. You've also got the Four of Rods in reverse. And then the first card that came out was Mirrors. And then the next card that I shuffled and pulled out is Intuition. And I mean, besides it being in the title, 1010 is a number here. Some of you guys may be seeing 1010. It's interesting because last week, I believe 1010 was a number as well for Mercury Day. Um, I think so. If not, my bad. But yeah, there's 1010. Some of you guys may be seeing 1010. There's something about death and rebirth, a complete end to something, obviously, hence the topic. But there's going to be rebirth coming from that or whatnot, because 10, 1, and 0, 1 plus 0 is 1. So 10 is the end, and then 1 is the beginning. Um, yeah. And maybe some of you guys are seeing like ascending numbers. I mean, I have it in the topic here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 ascending numbers. We have 4, 5, 6 here. So some of you guys are also seeing like ascending numbers, or whatnot. There's something about, yeah, death and rebirth and moving forward, growing, and all that stuff. There's something here about love, obviously. Um, there's something here about love, about emotional intelligence, like standing strong in love, basically. So either you could be seeking a male in love, or a male could be seeking you in love, or there's something about another half in terms of like romance, and that could be you, or that could be your spouse, or something like that. A male, a man, or something like that. It's a man. um, there's something here about love, compassion, understanding. There's something here about emotional intelligence, especially when it comes to like relationships or whatnot. Understanding, compassion. And some of you feel like you're not winning or something like that. Like you're not like, or there's something about not winning or not. It's like you should be winning, you should be on your high horse, you should be celebrating or something like that. But no. And it's so interesting. It's like a win or having the key to the gates, but not going through the gates or not able to go through the gates. It's just so interesting because, like, I feel like, sometimes these situations don't look like it unless somebody has a good perspective on things or whatnot. There's a hint of, like, even if there's like an abrupt end, it's literally like a win anyway. It's a win. Um, and just the way I'm saying it, I'm just assuming that, like, if even if something seemed like it was good and stable and it abruptly ended, it was supposed to, like, period. It was supposed to. And it's something about it ending, and it's because like of like what you truly want, or like what it just wasn't it or something like that. But there's something about a win, about a victory. Hmm. Some of y'all, it's like something about like an actual family, a stable foundation, a healthy, happy, stable family, home, and where there's compassion and love and emotional intelligence and all that stuff. Um, it's crazy, y'all. Okay, we're just gonna talk, okay? We're just gonna talk out because I'm getting like little hints of a lot of things. Okay, for some people or whatnot, there's a victory, there's a win or whatnot. Maybe some of you guys like are in a higher position or something like that, um, and everything like that. There's like a hint of like I don't know, being in a higher position or you going to be in a higher position or something about a win and like there's an end to like a marriage, for sure. It could be just like a boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. It could just be like friendship or whatnot, like a really tight knit, committed like friendship, lover or whatnot. But this is for most part, most likely a marriage, there was some type of divorce or whatnot, or separation, breakup, or end or whatnot. And some of it could be something about like who you are, like or whatnot. And it's not to sound haughty or anything or egotistical. It's just like dang, and we're in Capricorn season, reputation and all that stuff and image. Besides Libra, Capricorn does with deals with reputation. It could be something about like you being on your high horse or you're in some type of position where like um whatever you were in, this marriage, this friendship, this relationship or whatever, there's an abrupt end or whatnot because of like the image or like your reputation or something like that. Some of you are just on your high horse. You guys are in a better place, you know what I mean? And you can't be around toxicity. You can't be around bullshit or whatnot. Um, so there's something about ending an abrupt end because of like it wasn't the Ten of Pentacles, it wasn't the Two of Cups, wasn't any like Six of Cups or whatnot. It wasn't a go ahead or whatnot. Even though it may seem like things were all there, it wasn't. Something about it feels like that. Like even if maybe these things were not were there, something was missing or something wasn't there, and it has to also maybe include like the position you're in, like your status, your reputation, and in order for you to win or something like that, an ending of all this toxicity, this struggle, this conflict had to happen or whatnot. Um, Something about not being in alignment with a win or whatnot. Yeah, and it's like some of y'all are having some type of realization, bro. This is what scares me about like commitment and stuff like that. Like, you could be with someone for years, okay, and randomly, like, it's just like they just don't want to be with you anymore, or like you just realize like, oh, this is not the person for me out of nowhere, out of all these years. That's what really scares me, honestly. We had children, we had this house, we had all, and then out of nowhere, mm-mm. I need a person to be sure about me through and through. Even beyond the grave, need to be sure about me. I don't know. I'm sorry, I just went off a little bit. It's just like it's giving that. It's giving something of like everything's there in terms of family and love and relationship and marriage. At the same time, there's something here. Um, I feel like some of you guys also feel like y'all could find better, especially if you guys are in a better position or you guys upgraded or something like that. You guys could find better, um, or whatnot. So that's what you're doing. Um, some of y'all are desiring like a healthy family, a healthy relationship, a healthy marriage, and all that stuff. Um, and you're maybe there's an abrupt end to some type of toxicity, struggle, conflict, or whatever, so that you can go towards this healthy family, this healthy relationship, and all that stuff. Something in here is a little bit of a hint of like some of y'all want emotional intelligence. I'm getting this whole thing of being able to like talk through um talk through things. Okay. So yeah, there's a win. There's something about being on your high horse or someone being on their high horse and energy of that. Victory. Something about reputation, the way you look, celebrity status. You might be in the public eye. And then there's something here about I feel like this is a healthy family, full of compassion. Some of you guys want like I mean it could be man or woman in terms of like masculine energy. I'm getting the masculine. You guys want a husband or whatnot. Maybe you're a man who wants a wife. Um, you want some people. You guys want a husband or a male energy or masculine energy that is King of Cups. That is understanding. That is like a family man type of thing. Compassionate, understanding, and all that stuff. Good with like emotions and everything, and emotionally intelligent, like family, relationship, marriage, or whatnot. Because that's what like the Ten of Pentacles, the foundation is built on anyway, like compassion, understanding, and emotional intelligence, just getting the bigger picture of like what's going on. Something about a love was out of alignment. It was not the key. It was the wrong key to the lock or to the door or something like that. Like it was not the doors were not opening. Okay, for this love or something like that. Let me see what that means. So I'm looking at four in this deck. Four of Rods in reverse means the meaning. Oh, it says the meaning is the same: prosperity, peace, amplitude. Oh, interesting. But the fact that like sometimes would associate the Four of Rods as like stepping through the gates and like an open door, initiation portal, and it's upside down and is right below the Two of Cups. I honestly feel like this Two of Cups, this love or whatnot, was definitely not in alignment. It was not something open to go through. It's like it's not the key, it's the wrong key to the door. Wrong key to the door or something like that. Something about this marriage or commitment or something like that, you learned from it, especially they reflected something to you. There could be something hidden here about twin flames, and I want to like just put in there that like when it comes to twin flames and stuff like that, all that stuff, I don't know much about it. I don't really go deep into those labels and stuff like that, but I'm seeing a little bit of twin flamey stuff up in here, especially with the Two of Cups right here, the higher front right here, and the Mirror card right here. But Sometimes I hear about that too, that sometimes like your twin flame or people who come in your life, they're only there to like teach you a lesson. This is what this is giving me, like some type of marriage, twin flame commitment or something like that. The Hierophant card, right? And in the same card, breast, the same thing with the Hierophant card. It taught you or whatnot something, especially through like reflection. Maybe like this marriage, this commitment or whatnot reflected something towards you or whatnot, and made you see something and you learned from it. Some twin flame energy here too. Some of y'all intuitively already saw this or you're currently seeing this happen, this abrupt end or whatnot. Some of y'all intuitively saw it. You saw it in your dreams, you saw it in your meditation. Divine divine, told you, you got a divine message about like this end, this abrupt end, this abrupt change. I feel like you see it ahead of time right now, or you did, and it's happening right now. It's giving me a little bit of that whole thing too, where like sometimes people know that like something isn't right, or like that like they need to end something. In this case, it might be like a relationship. Like maybe you already like saw that this wasn't it, or you can tell like it that it was gonna end, or you foreseen like this was gonna end, or like that this was gonna that you foreseen something when it came to all of this and this relationship, this marriage or whatnot. Just you saw it in advance, and either you're seeing it right now, or like you saw it and it's happening right now. This abrupt end. Mm, yeah, and yeah. So there's a 10 of cups, there's a 2 of cups, there's something about a healthy, stable, like family, foundation, relationship, or whatnot. This is a marriage, this is a commitment, um, something about loyalty. There's something also about by the book as well. And I'm sorry if that's if the way I'm about to say it. Maybe something about this commitment or this marriage was by the book, and now like yeah, by the book isn't always that great for every type of love situation. Sometimes going out of the norm, or going what your heart says or what your intuition says, is more of the way for true love. There's something about like this thing being by the book, and like what's coming to me is like the whole religion thing and all that stuff. Sometimes people get married and they get together and all that stuff based on like by the book, by what's tradition, by like religion stuff, and they're not actually in love. And people don't realize that. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of stuff, right? But people don't realize that until like way after. That's the stuff that scares me. They don't realize that way after, like, this is not the marriage for me. Some of y'all, like, especially if you're Catholic and stuff, because we have the Pope hat right here on the pigeon. If especially, oh, I heard that too before. I've heard, I don't know if that's correct, or like, if that's still a thing, but like someone who was Catholic told me that, like, the whole divorce thing is like taking very, very hard in Catholicism. And there's like a certain way or whatnot of life when it comes to marriage and love when it comes to Catholics. I remember someone like telling me this stuff or whatnot. So hey, it could be something about that. Yeah, there's something about by the book, especially when it came to, man, I feel like I'm hinting at what I was saying some time ago. There was like this stuff coming up about like, and it doesn't have to only be religion, it's just in multiple stuff. It could be in like the norms of society and all that stuff, but there's, or like by the book stuff, there's something coming up again where it's like, oh, society, this for this right now, I feel like is religion. Like trying to say like this is what a family should look like. This is what some of you guys might be lesbians. Okay. Same sex. Girl girl. But anyways, talking about like this is what a family should look like. This is what a relationship should look like and whatnot. And I'm just wondering if some of y'all like went into like a relationship, a family or something like that, um, thinking like, yeah, this is the way that it has to be or whatever. And then until like you get so far in there that you're like, no, this is not the way or whatnot, or you're just not happy because like you you didn't base the love or the marriage off of love, God, happiness, like true love. It's like based on what man said, what a tangible 3D religion thing said. And I'm just wondering if like someone realized this and you realize what you truly want, the actual love you want or whatnot. And even though there's like an abrupt change, there's a abrupt change or abrupt end right now. Um, in the same breath, it's something liberating and happy and something happy for you because now you can chase after what you truly want, what you truly love, and everything like that. Um, yeah. So yeah, there's something about like um traditional ways of things. Could be referring to family, marriage, relationship, the way that like church or society or whatever says that, oh, the family gotta look like this and your relationship gotta look like that or whatnot. Um, there's definitely a marriage here for some people here. Something about loyalty. Some of this could be something about your twin flames, the labels and stuff. You, as you're watching this right now, you could either be going through or like being hinted at some type of abrupt end that's going on. You're ending it, or it's just ending. That's it. Right after the Ten of Swords at the top of the deck, you, as you're watching this right now, is the Ace of Wands, and it was something else. I think it was the Eight of Cups. It was the Ace of Wands and yeah, the Eight of Cups. So right after the Ten of Swords, it's definitely a breakthrough. It's literally like a breakthrough. Ace of Wands, yeah, burst of energy. After that Ten of Wands is literally a breakthrough. Um, and Eight of Cups, like you're leaving something that wasn't for you and going to something that is for you, that you love, that you want. There's something about like your reputation, how you're looked at. There's something about a win. There's something about alignment and then something not being in alignment. It's so interesting because it's just something about like something wasn't it seems like everything is here, right? And it could look like you got everything you want, you know. For some of you guys, if you have a family, if you have a husband, wife, whatever, it seems like you have everything, but something was definitely not in alignment. Something wasn't there, though. Some of y'all also, this end, there's something about like the title, the abrupt end to toxicity struggle. That end, it opens you up, right? I guess like if you are in this toxicity, this struggle, conflict or whatnot, um, you were out of alignment. You didn't have like access to this healthy, happy family and relationship that could possibly come through. This man who could be coming through. I mean, it could be a man, doesn't have to be, but like this man or whatnot, to see you, to come through or whatnot for you, something about that, like what this abrupt end to toxicity, struggle, conflict, it definitely is needed, especially now, because like you're on your high horse. You need to be seen, especially if there's some type of king of cups that needs to see you and wants to actually show you real love, a real family and relationship and all that stuff and real commitment. Yeah, something about, yeah, just the doors are just not open. And I feel like it's just like not, it's just because not being in alignment. And this is why, so the only quote unquote bad cards that are here are the Force of Rods in reverse, and the Ten of Swords or whatnot. Um, so those two together is just giving me like, yeah, were out of alignment. The gates were definitely not open. Yeah, the gates won't open, or you can't go through the portal or go into something new unless you end um the previous thing, and or you like free up space or whatnot for that new better thing to come through. So there's something about not being in alignment, um so not being able to access those gates, those doors, the portal to this happy marriage, this happy love, this healthy, happy family foundation. And it kind of feels like it like blocked someone off from being seen on their high horse, upgrading and to the point of being seen on their high horse, possibly by a King of Cups man or someone with masculine energy who has compassion and emotional intelligence. There's something about like reflecting this marriage or this experience or whatever it is. It reflected something to you. It showed you something, may have taught you something. And there's something about you seeing something in advance. You foreseeing something in advance. I hate when that happens too. When you kind of like in the back of your head know or see something in advance, but you're like, nah, or you're like not trying to have it happen, but it's still gonna end because it look like it is anyway here. And you see, we go back to that death and rebirth thing. Something needs to die. Again, like the door needs to be closed in order to open another one, or to make, something needs to die or be go away so that like you can make space for something else. And there's something about alignment and realignment, or being unaligned and then al- aligning again. Some of y'all, I don't know, there's like a hint, and it'll hit you, and it's multiple stuff. It's a hint of like some of y'all are just like in the limelight, or like energetically or whatever this is, I feel like you got the initiation, you upgraded, you're up there, you're a win. But it seems like something here, which is probably the toxicity, the struggle, the conflict, it doesn't go with like your status. It doesn't go with like your reputation, especially if it's in love, in terms of like marriage, like this, unfortunately, like your husband, your wife doesn't go with this image. It sounds so superficial, but it's definitely not. Um, it doesn't go with like your image, like your newfound upgrade, your newfound like high horse reputation. So there was no access to like a happy, healthy family or um relationship and all that stuff, because I mean that was all out of alignment. And now that this toxicity, struggle, conflict is going to come to an end, um I feel like honestly now you will be open to this or whatnot. But I feel like you knew something ahead of time. And something about like a twin flame or a relationship or something was the only a reflection in order for you to learn something or see something or whatnot. Shout out to my black sheep out there, to my rebels out there who are in religions, traditions, and all that stuff. And and it's such a conflicting thing because like it's not all of religion, it's not all of tradition. We don't all need to just go wild and be like F tradition, F religion. No, it's just, and I said this in the other one of the other readings too. I feel like it's when they limit God of all of it. Like there is a limitation to God, which I feel like sometimes religion and tradition can go overboard with sometimes. Um, there like when it comes to like just like blocking or holding off true love or putting together love that is not supposed to even be together just because of tradition, for sake of tradition, or for sake of like, oh, this is the way a family needs to be, even though seeing like how it may not work. Something about that. So shout out to and going against that and speaking up and going against that, going towards true love, you know what I mean? Um Even if that means to needing to get out of your religion, your tradition, or whatnot. Because I've seen um, what that could be for people. Some people is not no biggie. Some people it's like their whole life, okay, that they're pulling out of when it comes to this. So shout out, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to y'all who are the rebels. I used to watch those girls on Lifetime who wasn't escaping polygamy. So shout out to y'all out there who are noticing when something is limiting God, limiting love, or is not of God and it's not of love in religion and tradition, and choose to go against that and go towards love. Shout out to y'all rebels, um, and all that stuff. I'm gonna read this thing. I'm gonna turn on the white light. Okay. Mirrors. Life mirrors us back to ourselves. Encounters in the outer world tell us about our inner world. If we keep experiencing conflicts with others, we may find we're projecting our internal struggles outward. By paying attention to what's happening in our lives, we can see where we need healing or where we can grow. Things will happen that are beyond our control, but it's how we respond that reveals our inner workings. As we move forward, remember to reflect what's going on in your life at this moment. Can you trace that back to what's happening internally? And this is a quote from an anonymous author. We do not see things as they are, we see them as we are. Then let's do intuition. Intuition. Life speaks to and guides us through our intuition. The days when we have the sudden urge to call a friend and they answer, desperate to talk to someone, that is intuition. The days when we have the sudden urge to call a friend and they answer, desperate to talk to someone, that is intuition. It often goes against logic, but there is a deep knowing to that gut feeling, trying to get our attention. Intuition isn't something you can force, it arises on its own, but we can become a vessel. Get to know and love yourself, listen to your needs and desires, and stay open. The more we connect with ourselves, the more we connect with this inner knowing. And this is a quote by Clarissa Pincola Estes. Nice name. That is what the intuition is for. It is the direct messenger of the soul. Yeah. Um, Taurus. Taurus is the only energy out here. Taurus. You could be that sign. That sign could be in your chart. It could be the energy of this reading. It could be just the planetary placements. The moon is gonna go into first is gonna go into Taurus, first quarter Taurus this Friday, and it's gonna go into the waxing gibbous moon in Taurus on this Saturday. So Friday and Saturday. Something could be significant about those days if you want to pay attention to them. Taurus. And even though Cancer is about the home, I feel like Cancer is more of like the feeling of safety and nurturing and stuff. Taurus is more of like the resources and the actual house. Comfortable. I was feeling that too. Like something about like your family, your marriage, like true love and family and marriage. It needs to feel comfortable. It needs to satisfy your senses. You know what I mean? Fulfill your senses or something like that. There's something about it being comfortable. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from that, from the Taurus energy. And it's just something about satisfying, like satisfying your needs and whatever this is and what you need to get out of it, something about satisfying your needs and your senses. hmm So yeah, folks, that is all for this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. The topic, abrupt end to toxicity, struggle, conflict. You as you're watching this right now, this is happening right now. It's definitely ending. And I feel like it's because what you have, what you vision, what you have in mind for yourself is genuine, true family, love, marriage, loyalty, um, commitment, someone who is compassionate, emotionally intelligent. You need someone on your level. If you're like, if you have a certain reputation or a win and all that stuff, you need someone who is right there along on that path. And something I feel like just wasn't a no-go. Either like there's something about like it was the wrong keys, or like either like you didn't have access to this because this was not part of like your win, or like someone just didn't have the access, like y'all didn't have the access to this thing here because there was like it was not aligned or whatnot. I feel like someone was in a certain space, like energetically for the most part, but like, you know, you're at a certain space energetically, like emotional intelligence, being able to see the bigger picture and being on your high horse and recognized. And something about that, there was like just not an alignment or whatnot. So the doors weren't open for this. So, and yeah, man, especially that like if the fact that the title is Abrupt End to Toxicity, Struggle and Conflict, that's not like your image anymore. If that was, or that's not your image at all. Like that does not correlate with you or whatever this is, you know what I mean? So it had to end in order for this four of rods to be turned right side up. There's some type of reflection and a lesson to learn from this, and something about seeing something ahead of time, seeing the end at the ahead of time type of energy. Listen to the lesson that you learned or something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, and I wanted to do the runes, my bad. Hi there, Ashish from India. Hi from India. My family back are from India. On my mom's dad's side, they're from India. I don't know specifically where, but they are Indians who are in the Caribbean. Thank you for being here or stopping by, Ashish. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. That's creepy. I kind of want to block you because of it. I don't like shit like that. No offense. I don't like talking about shit like that. It's BS. And then images start coming in my head. I don't like that. I'm a seer. I don't like seeing shit like that. I'm gonna shake out 5 runes and see what's the goodie in the hoodie. Shake out 5 runes. One more. Okay. Is that 5? It's 6, but it's okay. No, it's 5. Okay. So we got this one. It's called Uruz, Uruz, and it's a wild ox, physical strength, speed, untamed potential. Untapped potential. You have potential. You got this one. I think that's Hagalaws. Hagalaws is hail, wrath of nature. I mean, it was snowing earlier, like over here. So maybe you're in the areas where it's snowing. Maybe that's something in particular. I don't know. So yeah, hail, wrath of nature, uncontrolled forces. That's what I mean. Some of the abrupt ending, it could have been like initiated by y'all, but some of it, I feel like it is just coming to an end because it needs to, energetically. This one is Ingwaz. Yes, Ingwaz. And it means fertility, unity, prosperity, new beginnings. So yeah, that's a rebirth ending for a new beginning. Rado, chariot, travel, journey, and evolution. Yeah. And then we have this one, which is Burkano. I thought about Burkina. Is it Burkina Faso? Maybe some of you guys from there, something about Burkina Faso. I think that's what I'm saying, but that's not the same thing, but that's what I thought about immediately. But Burkano, Berkano, it means birth, fertility, growth, new beginnings. Some of y'all are pregnant. Some of y'all are pregnant. Or something about, because look at the giraffe with the fish in its belly. And I said family for this one too. Some of y'all want to be pregnant. There's something about pregnancy because this one talks about birth, fertility, and new beginnings and all that stuff. What's the other one that said fertility? Oh, Ingwaz said it too. Fertility and new beginnings. So some of y'all are pregnant. Or something about, you know, you wanted kids and um wanted to start a new family and all that stuff. hmm Randomly too, if there isn't any type of like separation or divorce or something like that, some of y'all are just going through like a rough path right now. But I feel like some of y'all are going through a rough path right now. There may have been a block in y'all's marriage, but I feel like that's ending. That block or whatever it is, something about it is gonna end. And yeah, if some of y'all are definitely just gonna like divorce or something, and y'all might be pregnant or something about having a baby and children involved. I apologize for that. You may be seeing that ahead of time, but it's something about like, well, it was a lesson, or like you learned from this marriage, this relationship, this thing, or it's something about hindsight and reflecting. Yeah. Um, yeah, some of y'all maybe just going through a rough patch. Some of y'all might not actually be separating. Some of y'all might be going through a rough patch. But whatever family or marriage or whatever you guys are in is worth the fight. I'm saying that because of the Urus and the untamed potential and all that stuff, physical strength and all that. Like, even though y'all going through a rough patch, possibly, there's potential, I guess, for deeper understanding and all that stuff. If something was a block or it just wasn't going forward, y'all weren't able to like go through some gates or something like that. I feel like it's gonna end though. You guys are gonna realize or see something in hindsight. Um, Something about learning, especially from like reflecting. And I'm so sorry for some of y'all though. For sure, you guys are, as you guys are figuring things out, it's kind of like you're seeing the end of your relationship is near, and I'm sorry about that. Some of y'all are just deading the y'all talking through this stuff and y'all deading the toxicity. I don't know what y'all talking about, but y'all deading the toxicity. Some of y'all are pregnant for sure. And I'm just wondering if like it's just the whole like thing of like, okay, pregnancy and family and the way that I want it to go and the best way and just certain things, that arises. It calls for emotional intelligence and all. Yeah. Someone's your reflection or something like that. So that is it for this week's Mercury Day Energy Reading. The topic: abrupt end to toxicity, struggle, conflict. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my Linktree or you can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and is helpful. Peace out, y'all. And this is not to be rude or anything. I don't say hello. I say hi because I'm not in hell. Bye. And I'm high as a kite. I'm not in hell. I'm high in heaven. See ya.